Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Memory, starring Jessica Chastain, from writer Michael Franco. She's a woman who gets followed home one night and reconnects with a guy who can't remember stuff. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 13. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Makes a great Christmas gift. Anyhow, Memory. So Peter Sarsgaard plays a guy who can't remember stuff. And this trailer feels like it was edited by his character. Because it doesn't really tell you what the deal is here. So I went to the IMDb to read the synopsis there. It says, Sylvia is a social worker who leads a simple and structured life. This is blown open when Saul follows her home from their high school reunion. Their surprise encounter will profoundly impact both of them as they open the door to the past. Okay, but who are they to each other? I guess they were classmates? I guess he can't remember things? I guess. Why do I have to guess? Okay? Just tell us in the trailer what he has. Okay? Or give us an idea. I mean, you gave me a slight idea. Okay, so he has a memory problem. Okay? What does that mean? Is he schizophrenic? Is he an amnesiac? How does he have nice clothes? if he's that bad, is he homeless? What's the deal here? Is she related to him? Or does she just remember him from high school? Because apparently they meet at a high school reunion. I can't stand trailers that are just... They're trying to show you a whole movie. They're trying to show you this scene. And this is, I assume, the opening of the movie. And you're giving it away in the trailer. But she's at a high school reunion and then gets followed home and refers to him as a man. Doesn't realize who he is, I guess. And then next morning goes out there and talks to him. And then it turns out someone she knows, I guess. So, does he have a normal life? And he made it to the high school reunion, but then later his brain went kaplooey? What the hell's going on? I get it. It's going to be a drama about his disability and her trying to help him, and they both heal each other, and it's going to be a love story. I get that part of it. But just give us the deets on this. Why be so obtuse in the editing of this? Why not have the line that we need? The line we need is, I have, some sort of brain malfunction, and it's called this, and I can't remember things. That's it. That's all you need. Their relationship would help too. Now, I didn't know she was a social worker, Jessica Chastain, until I read the synopsis. That would have helped too. The synopsis is not in this version of the trailer. It's just so frustrating to try to understand what the movie is. And I know, I get complaints all the time. Oh, you didn't watch the movie. The movie's not out yet. I'm watching the trailer now to try to evaluate if it's a good movie. Now, Jessica Chastain, she's okay. I wouldn't say she's a great actress. I'd say she's pretty good. Peter Sarsgaard, pretty good. Pretty good. But this trailer ain't blowing me away because you made it obtuse. Show me some of the drama. You showed me some of it. Jessica Chastain crying. Okay, crying on the subway. That's sad. But his disability is at the the center of all this. So we need to know more about that. Because if it's a, I don't know, is it a made up disability that you made up for the movie? If it's a real disability, tell us what it is. I don't see why you're being so coy about it. I think this is Jessica Chastain's daughter. Not sure who that is. I just don't get why you're like this. It's like they're so full of themselves and the movie, they won't even bother to tell you what it's about. It's award winning. Go see it. You know, it looks okay for a drama, but you're trying to sell the movie in the trailer. This is what it frustrates me so much about some of the comments I get. Oh, you didn't watch the trailer. First off, I watched the trailers. I can't play them on YouTube anymore because I get flagged almost every time. Almost every trailer analysis I did where I played the trailer is gone. I had to take it off of YouTube because YouTube would flag it for one thing or another. And you could say, oh, it's always the music. Yeah, a lot of times it was, but sometimes it wasn't. I can't tell you why they flagged it. One time I got a strike for just playing a damn thing. So I don't play the trailers anymore, but I see them. And then the moment I see them, I do this. Okay? That's the process. So stop having a nervous breakdown that I didn't see the trailer. I saw the trailer. You can't click through it and understand anything. Anyhow, sorry. You know, but the trailer's purpose, the purpose of the trailer is to sell the movie. It's so people can see it and go, that looks like a good movie. I want to go see it. So it needs to tell you certain things. It needs to give you little crumbs of, you know, what we're going to see here. For a drama like this is going to be a tearjerker. A lot of it's aimed at women, but not necessarily so. But in this one, I think it's mostly aimed at women. Give us more of the romance. Give us more of the drama. There's some of it here, but there's not a lot. So, but I think you definitely need to tell us what Peter Sarsgaard is suffering from. Because it seems to be the focal point of the entire movie. He wouldn't be suffering and going through all this mess, you know, if he didn't have this. It would just be a love story. It would just be like, oh, he reconnects with a lost love at his high school reunion and they get together. And then there wouldn't be that much drama. The drama is about his disability. So that's what we need to know. You're playing coy in the beginning where, oh, a man followed me home from the subway. Like, you know, you can't play that game in this movie. It's a drama. Okay? It's a drama. And that is a red herring. I mean, I guess you could leave it in the movie if you could somehow talk about this movie without talking about Peter Sarsgaard. So then when you see him, you go, oh, who's that guy? Oh, is she being stalked by a guy? And then you could do that, I guess. But what's the purpose of that? That already tells me this screenplay isn't going anywhere. That you have this sort of false red herring right at the beginning of the movie. It should just start. It should just start. We don't need a false red herring in a drama like this. There's already going to be enough drama with his disability and her falling in love with him. If anything, we'd want to see them in high school, if they went to high school together, or her spotting Peter Sarsgaard across the room and say, "Oh, remember so and so? Oh yeah, weren't you really into him?" No, I never talked to him. He doesn't know I had a crush on him in high school. Or something like that. So, you frustrate me, movie. Anyhow, first act, they go to the high school reunion. I think they reconnect. There's a shot of them talking to each other. But she gets followed home. I guess doesn't recognize him. Gets weirded out by the whole thing. Next day comes downstairs, find him sitting out in front of the tire store, I guess where she lives, near a tire store. And it's amazing he didn't catch pneumonia, he says. So she digs into his life, finds out he's got some sort of condition, that mystery condition that the movie makers don't want to share in the trailer. And so now she's going to help him, and possibly because his family asked her, or possibly because she's a social worker and that's what she does anyway. So she starts helping him, and they fall in love, but his disability is a stumbling block for them. Maybe he's getting worse. I don't know. In a drama, it's going to end in a tragedy. Like, I would say the third act, he gets worse and worse, and she can't live with him anymore because he just keeps taking off and forgetting who the hell he is and who she is. Or she deals with it and they stay together. I don't know. In a drama, it tends to end tragically. Would I see this kind of movie? Nah, this isn't for me. You know, it looks okay. I find that Jessica Chastain is more palatable in these kinds of movies rather than movies where she's I don't know, in charge of stuff. I just don't buy her at being in charge of stuff. This feels better for her from a casting perspective because you know, she's struggling against various things in life, and she seems to be good for that. Peter Sarsgaard, he's kind of been in a bunch of stuff. I mean, this seems fine for him. Seems like a small movie, something you'd see in an art house. Maybe a date movie because of the romance. Although I think it's going to end sad, and that might put a pall upon your date. So, don't know if you want to take a date movie right out the gate. Maybe like your girlfriend, 6 months in, you go see a sad movie. So yeah, it's called Memory. I could make a joke about it being forgettable, but I'll just pass. I mean, it's fine. It's going to be an okay drama, watchable. I would say, more of a streaming choice for me. But if you like drama, you want to go see an art house movie, you could probably do worse. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more based takes. I'm getting crazy hits this week. That's usually when YouTube decides to ban me for a week. It's happened multiple times, so please sign up at YouTube, Rumble, Bitchute, and Odysee. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one, unless I'm banned.